The timing was they needed women. I was the first generation of women in management to show up. And do we have a moment for a fun story?
Oh yeah, we do have.
So there was a horrible weather thing, and I was working on Wall Street by the East River in New York, and the river flooded. There was intense flooding, and everybody needed to evacuate. So I was on the top floor of the building, and one of the very top guys came to me and said, Ronna. I said, what? He said, we need to get the women out. I was like, yes, we need to get the women out. So I organized evacuating the building and making sure the women got out. And I left a few hours later, and there were actually fish flopping around from the seafood market on the sidewalks. And I was looking at one of those fish flopping, and I thought, oh my God, I'm a woman. Hadn't occurred to me because I wasn't a woman. I was an executive.
Yes.
And so that's, my life has always been, I am where I'm not supposed to be. And that's part of what I'm doing on YouTube. I am not supposed to be here. Because I'm not young and beautiful with the body that's in fashion, and I'm not showing you clothes, and I'm not an adorable dog, although I have an adorable dog. Old women are supposed to just be quiet. The idea is that old women are invisible. We're supposed to be invisible, and
or that they're finished, that they have
or that they're finished.
nothing of value to give the world.
Right. Especially in the US. Other cultures are much smarter. In Italy, there's respect for Nonna.
Oh my
right?
goodness, Nonna is everything.
Nonna is everything.
Everything. When Nonna calls, it doesn't matter what's happening. The children have to pick up the phone. The only time when Nonna calls.
Right. And in communities of color in the US, there's Nana or Granny, and she is respected. Often she's raised the kids, she's vital in her community, right? She gets props. But if you look at old white ladies, we're just old white ladies. What could we possibly have to say? And on top of that, there are people who think we're not hot. Although I've been telling people that I'm doing videos now. And so they say, well, what are you doing? Like, what could you possibly do? And now I'm saying to them, I'm a cam girl.
Are you saying that to people who actually know what that means? Because I want to know what their reaction is when you say that.
If they're under 60, they know. If they're over 60,
they have no idea what just happened.
They have no idea. Depending on how much under 60 they are, the younger they are, the more they talk to me about, what are you wearing? Like
so good.
Can't show everything. You remember they got to pay to unpeel the orange. And it's like, okay, I got it. And they believe me. And I kind of think, well, why shouldn't there be 72-year-old cam girls, which I'm not going to be. But I am going to be mouthy. I was writing, and we'll talk more about being a perennial, which is we are putting ourselves in generational ghettos.
Oh, what? You just schooled me a new word. What?
Yeah.
Did you say generational ghettos?
Yeah. So it's like people are described as, oh, they're Gen Z, they're millennial, or boomer. You get typed according to your cohort, like what year you were born, which is really dumb.
Absolutely dumb.
I mean, that's just dumb. It's useful data for some kind of analyses, but it doesn't mean anything. And I found this word that I love for me, I love for everybody: perennial. I am my clothing taste, left to my own devices, I dress like a toddler. I love Mary Janes. I love ankle socks. I would wear pinafores. Like, I feel I am all at the same time: a toddler, a teenager, a young woman, an old woman, and the old woman with the Lord's blessing I'm gonna be. All of that lives inside of me and inside of all of us. So do we use different tools in different ways? Yeah. Is our language a little different? Yeah. Does that really mean anything? No. Even Shakespeare, was talking about the stages of life, but the connection is what matters. Like we all have a lot to learn from each other. And I am here because I'm just part of the world. My granddaughter, one of my granddaughters, is on Insta, of course. And that conversation's all in emojis. And I didn't show my husband her most recent post because I thought the screen would melt and he would just keel over. I mean, this child is hot, but are her needs and wants fundamentally different from mine? Not so much. Not so much. And this channel is meant to be two-way. It's two ways. So I want to talk, but I really want to listen.